So, Soul Sync Sunday, we are talking about what's keeping you stuck, why you're feeling the burnout, or flat or done. It's not just you, it's a collective field. I'm seeing it so in so many places. So we are, and especially if you're feeling off lately, if you, you know, no matter what you do, you just feel tired, flat, or stuck in a loop. So I just want to tell you something really important. It's not just you. I'm seeing it so many places. You're not broken. Your nervous system is holding too much. You're trying to operate from a field that's already overloaded. If that's you, let me know in the comments because you just don't know. Because if you're a healer, a coach, and this goes for everybody actually, but particularly if you're a light worker or you're energy sensitive, you're probably not just holding your own energy, you're unconsciously carrying clients, collective grief, timelines, and responsibilities you were never meant to hold, especially alone. Yeah. And this isn't burnout from doing too much, it's burnout from being disconnected from your own field, your own rhythm, your own wisdom. It's not a to-do list, it's not the strategy, it's not that you're not spiritual enough or disciplined enough or healed enough, because that's what we see all around. It's that your system is overstimulated and undersupported, because we're living in a world right now that's constantly telling you be visible, but don't take up too much space. Be soft, but also strong, and definitely never messy. Or even be productive, magnetic, successful, spiritual, regulated, on brand. There's so many things we've got to be. But and don't forget, well, when you've got to journal that, you've got to post that, you've got to process that, you've got to meditate that, you've got to paint that, hydrate, launch, blah 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 blah, all goes on, and you're still smiling, But your nervous system is not broken; it's just tired of running someone else's frequency, because you're tired because you're out of sync, not with your soul, but with your real self, the one underneath the performance, the one who never needed to do all of this to be enough. And most of us, especially healers and empaths, are not burnt out from giving too much. We're burnt out from ignoring our own signals to keep serving others, putting our boundaries in place, spiritually bypassing our bodies of in the being high vibe enough, or faking it while silently we're crumbling inside. This is what's happening here. It's a body that doesn't trust it's safe to slow down. This is a field that's trying to hold too much for many for too long. It's a soul disconnection disguised as success. And burnout isn't about your calendar, it's about your capacity. And most of us were never taught how to build the inner safety that allows us to hold more with less force. We've been taught work harder, hustle. You've got to work hard to be able to get what it is you want. And what I've learned is you don't need more doing. You need a return to your natural rhythm, to your own pace, to your own power. Because when you sink back into your field, your truth, your core frequency, you just don't need to hustle. You need to go with it. You need to hum. You become magnetic, not because you're trying, but because you're home in your energy again. So remember, you don't need to push through. You don't need to force another launch, another post, another plan. Because the voice in your head is telling you to just keep going. This is not your higher self. That's your survival self, trying to keep you safe through performance, through pressure, through perfection. And you've been so busy trying to stay on top of everything that you forgot how to be at home in yourself. So what you really need isn't another strategy. It's safety. It's nervous system safety. It's energetic safety. It's soul level safety. And this is a place where the body stops bracing, where your breath drops back into your belly. You know, your body starts to become more relaxed, more at ease instead of being in that tension. And this is when your gifts return, because you do. Yeah. This is when you don't have to perform healing, because you can just be held by it. Yeah. This is a return to presence, to truth, to your original frequency before the fear, before the branding, before the trauma is all dressed up as being your drive. And this is why I created the Belief Codex, not to fix you, because you're not broken. It's not to upgrade your mindset. It's deeper than mindset. This is identity. This is soul reclamation. This is about helping you remember who you were before you learned to mask your magic. This is connecting you to all the parts of you, especially the nervous system, the energetic system. Especially the parts of you before you spiritualize your pain to make it palatable, before you call burnout your edge and perfection your standards. You're not here to be perfect. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to reclaim the version of you who knows how to breathe, how to lead, how to receive, and how to be seen, without faking it or forcing it or holding yourself to fit inside someone else's formula. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a very small meditation to bring yourself back, to return to the self. So if you're able to, place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and just take a nice big deep breath in and just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And just with each breath in, through your nose, take your attention to your spiritual cord that's above your head and just widen that energy within the spiritual cord. And just allow the energy that's always around you, allow that energy as you breathe in to come down into the heart space. So you're just resetting, you're just calming the body down. Take this time for yourself on this Sunday. And just exhale through the mouth, even with a sigh. Exhale in and out. And with each exhale, you just feel your shoulders dropping more. You just feel your body, you're coming back into your body, into your presence. And just another nice big deep breath in. And now expand the heart space. Just take your awareness down into your heart. And just open the heart space. What I do here, I just imagine that I'm just opening a door, a double door, a patio door, or whatever. And I'm just opening those doors out. And I'm just allowing the energy to flow in and out the heart, the front and the back of the heart. And just release, because you're safe to come back into the present. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you just to drop down into your heart. Just drop down into the heart. And I want you to feel your heart space. What's going on in there? Sometimes when I do this, I just see an actual heart. Sometimes when I've done this in the past, many years ago, I actually seen my heart was like, it looked dead because it was so closed. Soon sorted that out though. So just drop down into that heart space and just ask, what energy am I holding that's not mine? And just wait, just listen. Because you may get a word, a feeling, or just a sense. And just take your awareness down even more. Dropping all those shoulders, placing your feet on the ground flat. If you're lying down, that's okay too. And just what energy am I holding that's not mine? Just wait. Listen. What feeling do you get? Is it a sense? Is it a word? Is it a metaphor? Do you get a vision? You may even see a person, a client, family member, your partner. And what I'd like you to do now is any energy that you're holding on to. Sometimes, because we're empaths, sensitives, energy workers, sometimes what we're doing is we're actually transforming someone's energy. We're transmuting it for them without even knowing we're doing that. It's one of the beauties of being an empath or sensitive. But sometimes it can harm us if we don't know how to release it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to call your spirit team forward. Are you just going to say, this energy is not mine? I'm transmuting this energy to spirit. I'm transmitting this energy to the earth, if you're not very spiritual. Everybody's spiritual. It's just whether you believe it or not. Yeah? And just breathe and just see or feel or sense that energy leaving. And you're just going to call back. But before you call back your energy, you're just going to allow all energy that you're holding that's not yours. You're just going to allow that energy, just breathe nice big deep breaths in and allow that energy to release. Bring your spirit team in, your ancestors, to cut the cords of all those energies. So they release. And just breathe in. Nice big deep breaths in. That's it. Let it go. And if you feel any denseness or heaviness in the body, go to where it feels heavy or dense and just say, shine the light, your light. Just say, I release this with love. I release this with love. I transmute this to source energy or to Mother Gaia. And just breathe. Still holding the heart space, the stomach, the womb, the power center. And just scan the body, just seeing that you've got all of that energy released. You may have to do this for, half an hour. You may have to do it 5 minutes. It's a very good practice to release energies, especially if you're triggered. If you get triggered a lot, you get angry a lot, you're definitely holding on to other people's energy. And just release. And now you're going to call back all your energy that people have taken knowingly or unknowingly. You're going to call all that energy back so you could feel it coming into your power center. Call it all in. And drop down even more into the heart space. And just bring all that energy back. Feel like you're a magnet. Your whole body is, because you are, a whole body is a magnet. And you're just calling all your energy back that people have taken knowingly or unknowingly. And sometimes when it comes back, what I do is I just move my body. I just sway, the body sways to bring it back in. And just making sure that you're returning all energy that isn't yours, that you've taken knowingly or unknowingly, and you're just either sending it back or you're transmuting it to the earth, to source, releasing it from the body. It's not yours. Because our compassion, sometimes we will take others' energy due to our own compassion. And if we're empaths, healers, we have a lot of compassion. But we also have a lot of shadow too. Just like anybody else. And if we're sensitive, we just feel things more. And this is really a good practice to have, where you're bringing yourself back into the present moment. Drop down into the heart space even more. And now ask yourself, what does my body need right now to feel safe? What does my body need right now to feel safe? Does it need stillness? Does it need movement? Even a sip of water? Maybe you're dehydrated. Just allow the answer to come. What does your body need right now to feel safe? And this is a good practice, especially when you're triggered, to do, because this is not spiritual bypassing. This is not forcing. This is not fixing. This is real work. What does my body need right now to feel safe? Breathe in. And now go back into your heart space again. And just feel those shoulders drop in. Feel the body becoming more relaxed, more safe in the body. And just say to yourself, I'm safe to be here right now. I'm safe to be here right now. I'm safe to be here right now, or right in this moment. I return to myself. I return. I've always been here, but I'm fully in myself, 100%. My energy belongs to me. My energy belongs to me. My energy belongs to me. And I'm calling all my energy back. Nice big deep breaths in as you do that, as you call that energy back. Remember, you're not forcing, you're not fixing, you're not bypassing, you're being in the present moment. And what you're doing is you're just sinking yourself back to your breath, back to your truth, back to your soul of who you really are. And just drop down into the self. And now just expand that energy, that beautiful energy, that safe energy, that power that is yours. Just breathe in. And out. And remember, 5 minutes to just come in. If you're being triggered or if you're stuck, this is a beautiful practice just to come back to call your energy back, to release energy that isn't yours, to come into your heart space, release any tension, any anger, any frustration, any fear even that's in the body. This is a good way to do it. Always come back to the breath, come back to your truth and who you really are, not what people think you are, but who you are. That beautiful soul. Beautiful. And now just expand that energy. Just feel that beautiful, safe energy go fully now into the auric field, into all the cells of your body. Nice big deep breaths in. Feel the body being more upright, being more free. 5 minutes, even 10 minutes to do this. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is just one piece of coming into the parts of you. This is why we're going deep into the belief codex, where we don't just talk about alignment, we rewire, we connect to the parts, the beliefs, the survival patterns that are blocking you. And it's really, really powerful work. This is what gets change easily and effectively. I'm Anne Varney. Just thank yourself, give yourself a lot of gratitude, love, big hug as you go through your day. Let me know in the comments. Did you feel a difference? Was there a difference? And I would love you. My invitation to you to come on to the Belief Codex too. It starts in 2 weeks, 14th of June, 7 p.m, where we connect to all the parts of you and we give them new jobs. That's at your benefit. Beautiful. Thank you for joining. See you later.